I am really not sure where to start telling you this story from because it's massive, it's full of moving parts, it's got ups, it's got downs, it's got face plants. I guess I'm just gonna have to pick a random spot, and probably about a year ago from today's date would be that best spot to pick.
It's official, ladies and gents, the games are beginning.
So in March of 2025, me, my wife, my two daughters, our F-150, our 21-foot enclosed trailer, my freshly supercharged 1992 Foxbody coupe, all set off from British Columbia, Canada, with the intention of getting down to Ponies in the Smokies in Sevierville, Tennessee. None of us had ever been to Tennessee before, but we had fallen in love with the idea of it from a distance. So we left Canada with enough time to arrive in Tennessee well before the show started so we could, one, enjoy the drive down because we were going to see so many beautiful states and stunning countryside along the way, and two, we wanted to make sure we had enough time to poke around Tennessee and see if what we had pictured in our minds was anything like the real thing. After 3,300 miles, we had arrived. We spent the first few days living amongst the local folks and enjoying the beautiful scenery of Middle Tennessee. And let's just say, everything about it instantly exceeded our expectations. We then carried on to Sevierville to enjoy some time with friends and a few days of Mustang magic at Ponies in the Smokies. Following the show, we had to unwind the 3,300 miles we drove to get down to Tennessee in order to get home, which always sucks.
Okay, everyone. We got to the gas station and my dad noticed that we had a bit of a flat tire. So we're gonna try and change it as best as we can right now. Oh, jeez. Yeah.
But on this drive, my wife and I started to notice a trend. No matter what topic we were discussing, we kept finding ourselves circling back to the hypothetical scenarios surrounding what it might be like to call Middle Tennessee home. These conversations continued over the next month or so, and after some serious consideration, we decided to see what it would take for us to expand our commercial operations and open Castle Customs LLC down in the United States. After an exhaustive amount of research, we would come to find out that this was not going to be quick, easy, or cheap, but Tennessee still had a firm grip on our hearts, so we decided to continue. We started off by booking a complimentary Zoom call with the legal firm Assuri Law. The call was very helpful, and our rep Harlan answered all of our questions and provided us with enough information for us to make an informed decision to start the process. However, I don't think that there is anything that could have prepared us for the steep climb that was still to come. Every step following the decision to start the process is where things get real. For the next 6 months, the financial and administrative taps were wide open. Our retainer payment to the legal firm to start working on our file was just the start. But let me tell you, the taps don't shut off there. The next 6 months were an absolute blur. Now, the interesting part about the type of visa that we applied for is everything that your head tells you you would do once you're approved needs to be done before you submit your case for a hypothetical approval. Now, I know that probably sounds crazy, so I'll try my best to explain. Prior to submitting our documents, we needed to set up an LLC, we needed to open a commercial bank account, get a business license, lease a commercial space, which includes all the utilities, gas, power, water, sewer, garbage, everything. We needed to buy tools, buy equipment, and all of this needs to be in place before you submit your documents to the US Consulate for a hypothetical opportunity at being approved. Once we had all of this secured and in place and provided the appropriate paperwork and personal documents, it was then time to submit our case to the US Consulate and cross our fingers for a favorable outcome. 3 weeks later, we received an email informing us that they had accepted our paperwork and it was now time for us to book our in-person interview at the US Consulate in Toronto, Ontario. The earliest that we could book our interview was January 29th, 2026, so we immediately accepted and booked flights and hotel for all 5 of us to attend. After booking our meeting in October, the next 3 months would absolutely fly by. Even though we had no idea what the outcome of this would be, we started cleaning out our house and getting our affairs in order in preparation for a positive outcome. To this point in my life, I'd never experienced a situation quite like this before. One that had no guaranteed outcome, but we were preparing for it as if it did, and spending money on it as if it was already approved. On January 27th, 2026, we flew out of Kelowna International Airport. We left no snow and 40-degree temperatures and traded it all for 3 feet of snow and minus 20 degrees. 3 out of the 5 of us caught something in our travels, which only added to an already stressful situation. 36 hours after landing, we were off to our interview to see if all of our hard work and money spent was worth it. So at about 9 o'clock, the morning of January 29th, 2026, me, my 3 daughters, and my wife set off from our Airbnb to head over to the US Consulate. We fought our way through minus 25 and 3 feet of snow and snowbanks and rush hour traffic and all kinds of fun stuff to line ourselves up single file in that miserable cold weather, wait to get through the doors and go through this single file lineup of fingerprinting and passport checking and so on and so forth. And we finally, at the end of this lineup, we get ourselves to the interview area, and me and my 4 family members standing there and getting asked questions about the business and what we're going to do down there, and they wanted to confirm my kids' birth dates and all of the natural stuff that one would do to make sure we are who we say we are. And it was at that point in time the gal looked us all in the eyes and said, "You're approved. Your passports and your visa paperwork will be in the mail in the next week and a half." What a moment. Talk about emotions. Everybody was misty. I mean, it got real windy in that room real fast, to which I was trying to keep everybody glued together because we still had to make our way back 20 minutes to our Airbnb in minus 25. And I said, "Guys, you're gonna be dealing with frozen eyeballs here. Like, let's just keep the tears for later and let's get on our way." Anyway, it was way too hard to contain ourselves. So we got a little bit into the hallway outside of the consulate and everybody let loose. So what an absolute overwhelming moment that was. As I film this, I still sit in my home garage here in British Columbia, Canada, and as I'm sure you can all imagine, we still have a very, very steep mountain ahead of us to climb before we shove off on our new adventure. But with all of that being said, I am happy and very, very proud to announce that Castle Customs LLC is officially open for business in Middle Tennessee. We will be taking on any and all big and small automotive restoration projects, not exclusive to, but obviously specializing in the Fox chassis Mustangs. I'll put our website address on the screen where you can go and find our Contact Us page if you're interested in discussing or having us be part of your car's restoration project. Now, for all the people that mean the most to me in the world, my longtime viewers that have stuck it out with me through thick and thin and watch all my videos to the end so you can hear this message. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am very, very sorry for the minor hiatus that I've been on with YouTube and all the other social media pages. Now that you've got more of the story, I'm sure you can appreciate how busy that we've been. I honestly feel like I've been living 2 full-time lives, flat out, for the last 11 months or so. It's been a very, very taxing and very crazy time. So thank you to each and every one of you for all of your understanding. I also want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you. You know exactly who you are, that helped this journey happen. Okay, we had so much help and so many questions and so many friends that helped us. It means the absolute world to me and each one of my family members. We really couldn't have done this without you. So thank you very, very much for all of your help. Now, for any of you that are interested in a little bit more of a conversational style with more detail, recording about this whole story of us trying to get our visa and all the ups and downs and ins and outs, Chris, the Infamous Project, and I do a podcast. We put it out every single week on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We did an episode that literally talks soup to nuts, tells the whole story of us going to Toronto for this interview, how we had to prepare for it, all of that stuff. Maybe you're interested in looking at doing a visa yourself, I don't know, but that podcast can help you. I'll link it down in the description below if you're interested in checking that out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is an emotional time for all of us, a very taxing time, but we're also very excited, a little bittersweet as we go to leave town here, right? We're saying see you later to some very, very good friends, but we're also very excited to take on the new adventure. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope to see you all at PITS 2026, which will be the very first show we attend in the great state of Tennessee. And I look forward to seeing y'all very soon. Go Vols.